first. Or if you prefer to not use the spray, that's your choice, okay? But you'll maybe have a little harder time and you're gonna find things are rolling and you're losing control because you didn't use the spray. So at least you should do a light spray at first until you really get good at doing this, okay? So what we're gonna do, PJ, come down, just not too much. There we go. Okay, so you need enough of their leg off the table because as you can see, right where PJ's muscle ends here, that's where we want to make sure we kind of hit our anchors. We don't want to go any higher than that because then we're going to be in her muscle belly, okay? And then she's not going to be able to fire that muscle, okay? So we want to make sure that we really are clear from where that musculotendinous junction is. We're going to do a light spray and then get the bottom of her foot, okay? So then usually what we want is the spray to become tacky. You don't want the spray to become dry because you missed your window then to get the adhesive. So it should just be a very light, tacky feeling. We're gonna do our heel and lace pad, okay? So we kind of put it like right around the talus there. And then what's gonna happen is your athlete's gonna keep dropping their foot and you're gonna keep letting them know that's where I want you to be. And then the other one is gonna go along the calcaneus here, that tuberosity. We're gonna protect her heel so that she doesn't get any tape cuts back there as the tape comes around. You're gonna take your pre-wrap. Remember, we're gonna not roll pre-wrap like this because you're gonna get caught up on yourself. We're gonna always do it like this. We're gonna start from below. We wanna capture the foot. Now what we don't want you to do is pull so hard that you rip your pre-wrap, okay? We also don't want you to pull so hard that it starts to roll up, okay? That tells you you're putting too much tension or you missed an angle, okay? So we just wanna kind of do a nice capture around the heel. I'm going slow for a reason, but I would never go this slow, and you're gonna not go that slow. Okay, just like that. Okay, then we're gonna make sure we take our white tape and we're gonna create our anchor. So our first anchor is gonna go half on that pre-wrap and half off of it. Do you see why I taught you how to do that on your thigh last week? Because it's going to be much faster. Look, go and accept the tape and lay it down. Do you see how my anchors have a slight angle up towards PJ? That's because I followed her natural tibia. Okay? These are anchors. I didn't pull like crazy. I just laid it down enough that I'm going to now anchor my stirrups to that. Okay, that's why we call that an anchor. Okay, so now I'm going to come around. I'm going to assume PJ had a lateral ankle sprain, so I'm going to make sure I'm always pulling laterally with my stirrups now. So I'm going to come underneath her. I'm going to find where my malleolus is, and I'm going to attach down. I'm going to make sure I hit under her calcaneus here, that I'm not going so far in front to her foot. That's usually an error that you guys make. And then what I'm gonna do is pull very securely and I'm gonna wedge right up into her. This is the other reason why I taught you how to tear last week like that, so that now we're right here. Do you see that? Okay. And then I kind of lay it into her. I'm gonna do 2 stirrups. They can be right over each other or they can be slightly off of each other. And now we've got that. And then my last piece here after 2 stirrups is 1 more anchor to hold my stirrups in place, so now you don't have to fight with them popping off. Are we cool with that? You see how my third anchor was a little bit lower. So you see I'm starting to fill in her leg purposefully. I purposely didn't put 2 anchors directly over each other. I overlapped them, okay? So now what we're gonna do is what's called a figure 8. Come on to this side. Okay, we're gonna hold that foot up. We're gonna get this angle perfectly like this. Do you see where I'm at? Okay, I'm gonna come around and I'm gonna cross. Right here's her talus. I'm gonna come around the back, past the tape, cross the talus, and I'm gonna finish right where I just started. You see it? It's like we're making an X over her talus. That's your figure 8. From there, this is the harder one. This is your heel locks, okay? I start on the top of her foot, over the talus. This angle, it takes time to get right. What I don't want to see is a horizontal angle. I don't want to see it too far down like this. I don't want to see it up in her foot. Look at the talus. Get the angle, because what you have to do is you have to hit that heel and lace pad. That's why you put it there. Okay? You're going to come around and come down towards you, around the foot, up, cross the talus. Again, you just cross there. Come behind the tibia, grab it, and we finish on the lateral side. We're going to do it again now. That was a medial heel lock because I went medially. Now we're going to do our lateral heel lock. It's the same thing, except it's going laterally. So from here, I go, hold up, PJ, hold. I'm going to come around the back, hit my heel and lace pad, come under her foot, wrap it around, give it a big pull. And now I finish there. Okay, so I'm literally just making X over X over X over her talus, locking in her calcaneus and her fibula and tibia.
You don't have to like retape it, but could you just do the motion again of the medial and the lateral?
I will. I'm going to finish it. We're going to do them all again. Okay, we're going to keep going. Hold here. We're now going to fill in our closure strips. Okay, we've done our main locking devices. So we're going to bisect the calcaneus. We're going to come up her foot to the top here, to the dorsum. Do you see why I taught it to you last week again? Because I want you to just be able to tear the tape right off. Okay, then we're going to go 50% above that. Cross in the front. Connect them if you can. Now I'm following her tibia. I'm just doing closure strips with a light pulling. Now I'm going to start to go a little more horizontal. Do you see the way her leg is taking me? You guys see that? Now I'm kind of coming back up. Do you see that? I'm following PJ's natural line of her leg. Hold here. We're going to finish with one more figure 8 as a bonus to hold all that in. Up around the talus, because I want to make sure all those closure strips stay closed. Okay? Good. Last 2 closure strips go right here. This is for neatness. They come around the top of the foot. I like to connect them if I can. I usually leave a little bit of some pre-wrap sticking out here. It's really just a neatness factor to make sure everything stays really tight, and then I'm done. Okay? And she's not going anywhere. Okay, so that's our standard ankle tape.